Hi guys, and welcome to today's art class. So today is Cute Food Pocket, art class number 1, and we're drawing a cute pizza. So let's get started. I have my pencil, my eraser, and then I'm going to use the twistable crayons that I've been using, these guys. I just got these at Fred Meyer. They're really nice, but you can use any sort of color that you want to use. I like these because the crayons don't break when I push too hard. So I'm going to start by putting my name at the top. And this one's going to be pretty quick because you guys know all these shapes and you've done stuff like this before. So step number 1 is drawing a triangle. See step number 1? And it's kind of off to an angle. It almost looks like a check mark. So let's do it really lightly first with our whisper lines, and then we'll go ahead and go over it a little bit harder, okay? So I'm going to do my check mark. Now we don't want to go all the way to the edge of the paper because we need room for the crust. So there is my triangle. Notice I did it in whisper lines first, and then I'm going back over it a little bit harder. I'm going to just do a little bit of changes on here. There we go. Okay. There we go. So there's my triangle shape. Notice I'm not touching the edge here, and I'm not touching the edge here, and I'm not at the top or the bottom either. I'm just kind of right there. Next, we're going to draw part of the crust. So from this end of the check mark to this end of the check mark, think of those as dots. I'm going to draw a curved line, not as tall as a rainbow, just kind of curved. This is going to help you create the crust of the pizza, the shape for the crust of the pizza. And then over that, make it, if you want it to be really thick crust pizza, make it really fluffy, make that line big. If you want it to be thin crust pizza, you can make that line above it really a lot shorter, like more down here. But just make sure that you try to stay the same distance. Make sure it looks the same width all the way across, okay? And you're going to go a little bit outside the line of where that pizza comes up, just a little bit. So there you go. Now step number 3 is drawing the eyes. They just leave the eyes white, and I think that's pretty cute. So I'm going to do the same. Now I'm going to make 2 big ovals, and remember those are probably going to stay white. Okay. Step number 4 is making a curved line for the top and bottom, or for the either side of the pizza crust. So I just made like a little rainbow shape connecting the top of the pizza crust and the bottom of the pizza crust. Again, if you want it really fluffy, make it kind of big. If you don't want it fluffy, like a fluffy dough, then make it a little bit smaller. Step number 5 is drawing the little smile in your pizza's mouth. Little pizza smile mouth. Go ahead and add that smile. Number 6 is adding some circles. So I'm going to add some circles for pepperoni. Now here they show that they draw a circle and then draw a circle that goes outside the pizza. And then what do you think you do with those circles? I know you guys know what comes next. You're going to erase the line that sticks outside the pizza. Now if you want to just do a half circle, totally fine. This is just the way they show to do it. And it's a totally a valid way to do it. Just make sure you use whisper lines and don't push too hard so you can erase it. So there you go. There's our cute pizza. I'm going to start coloring it in. So I printed these off in black and white. My color printer is not working at the moment, but I will show you what color. I colored it in with crayon so you guys can see what colors we're using. So I'm going to start with light yellow for the crust. Okay, light yellow for the crust. And I'm going to outline this time, and then I'm going to go back and forth making sure to color everything in nicely, taking my time. Since this was such a quick one to draw, we can really take our time coloring. Okay. And then I'm going to excuse me, take out my medium yellow or an orange. I'm probably going to use this darker yellow. You can take out an orange too if you want. Here's my light orange. They kind of look very similar. So I'm going to use my yellow first because you can always go darker with your colors, but it's kind of hard to go lighter sometimes once you get that dark color and onto the paper. That tends to be why we use the black crayon last. There we go. Outline. But outlining is always my favorite part. Save the best part for last. Okay. And then I'm going to color it in with that dark yellow, or that medium yellow rather. I guess you could call it dark yellow. I only have 2 yellows in here. This is like a really pretty marigold color. Okay, I'm going to color it in. And they don't have a background for their pizza, but I think it'd be fun to add a background. Like I said, we have a lot of time since this was a really quick draw. So I'm going to add a background too. So what I'm going to do with my orange is just on the bottom of the pizza, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of add a little bit of a shadow. I'm not pushing too hard because I really want it to blend. And then I'm going to do it right under the crust too, just to add a little bit of a shadow. If you don't want to do this part, totally okay. No worries. So next, I'm going to take out my red for pepperoni. And again, I'm going to outline the pepperoni. There we go. And now I have my black, and I'm going to outline everything, and then we'll do the background. Like I said, this is my favorite part. Take your time outlining. Normally you have to go over it a couple of times because you are coloring over other crayon, and that's okay. Just take your time. Try to make it neat and clean. There we go. Get this little pepperoni. Get this little pepperoni. Outline the eyes. Again, they want to leave the eyes white, and that's what the example did. However, if you want to color them in, that's totally fine with me. Whatever you guys want to do. There's the little smile. And then I'm going to make the background light blue, and I'm just going to go really lightly, just really softly around my pizza. I'm going to start out around my pizza, outlining my pizza. And I'm not even going to color the whole background. I'm kind of going to make it fade out into white, and I will show you how to do that if you want to. If you want to color the whole thing in one color, A-okay. There we go. There's the outline. And then I'm just going to start coloring and pressing lighter and lighter with my hands. So starting out pushing a little bit harder, and then as I color out, go lighter and lighter until it almost disappears, like little ghosty wisps. There we go. Little ghosty wisps from the pizza. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there, see how it looks blue around it, but then it kind of disappears lighter and lighter? And there we go. There we have our cute pizza. Now this style, I put cute because that's kind of the word in English, but this style is actually a Japanese style called kawaii, and so it just means like cute. There's a lot of really cute stuff, so I thought you guys would enjoy this. I will see you next time for our next art class, and until then, see you later. Have a good night, okay? Bye, guys.